What's up, my crypto legends? Today's an important day. Possibly we're going to get some ETF approvals. In my personal opinion, I think this is not going to happen. However, we never know. We could get that approval and get a huge, massive hype pump above $38,000. Now, in this episode, I'm going to explain why this range is extremely strong resistance. Looking at Fibonacci expansion, I'm going to give the explanation and why also this horizontal line is absolutely crucial resistance. We're going on the lower time frames. I'm going to explain how from this current price level, if we were to hit new yearly highs, we are likely going to come and reject here and go all the way down to $34,000 and even lower. However, if we were to come down from here to $34,000, I expect the price of Bitcoin to shoot back up above $38,000, and I'm going to explain why in today's episode, so make sure to stay tuned. Hi there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode. Will today be the day that a few spot Bitcoin ETFs be approved? In my personal opinion, I think that this is unlikely to happen. I think they're going to be postponed till January of 2024, where most of them are going to be approved then. However, we might see some approvals today. Who knows? That could definitely happen. How could that impact the price here in the immediate short term? Because I think there could be a quick, massive hype and a pump of several $1,000s and then potentially a big corrective move. So we need technical analysis. We need those big major levels. And before we go and continue on the possible scenarios, I want to let you know, guys, that there is a 10-day free trial for the Legends trading community where I post here with the other coaches every single day, technical analysis and possible scenarios here on the price of Bitcoin and other cryptos. Now, to get in on that 10-day trial, you just need to click on the first link in the description and follow the steps. Of course, you need to sign up with one of the links in the description, okay, on the exchanges, deposit $100 so you can trade and check out what we have in the Legends trading community. It's the first link in the description, guys. Diving in right away, okay, with the higher time frame scenarios. No doubt that we are forming some bearish divergence here on the higher time frame, such as on the RSI. The price action looks very, very choppy. So is there going to be enough steam here to create a new yearly high getting above $38,000? What we need to understand, something that we have been talking about here on other videos and live streams, just so you remember, from the last drop here that we had back in November of 2022, when we get the Fibonacci tool here to take a look at the expansion from the top here of the drop here in November of 2022, that was the FTX collapse, and we expand this, we can see the expansions, okay, have been heavily respected on the 0.618. We can see the 1.618 getting a rejection right over here, the 2.618 rejecting also in the summer of this year, and now we are currently getting that rejection from the 3.618. Every 0.618, we know it's the most powerful Fibonacci level here that does get respected. We are getting it respected, as you can see on the chart. However, will we get one more leg up? Could we have an attempt and trying to go to higher levels? Well, let me just explain that we do have a massive level at $38,800 approximately, which is the point of control from this massive range created in between 2021 and 2022. When we do take a look at the fixed volume profile from this range, we can see that high volume node, we were slightly off a few $100s in hitting that zone. This is a huge high volume node that is likely going to get rejected. Now, how can we look for a potential trading setup looking here in the lower time frames? What if we do suddenly continue the higher low structure here and go all the way up to this level? Well, we're going to go through some Elliott wave scenarios here, because looking at what has happened during the last few weeks, no doubt that the low was printed back here in September before having this huge major run up. And taking a look at Elliott wave theory, what makes more sense here, that this has been a one wave, this is a two wave, we are in this third wave and inside of a fourth corrective wave. Has this been the end, or are we going to create a new low, or are we going to basically shoot up here and create the fifth wave already? Now, if this were to be the case, I'm going to explain how this fifth wave is likely going to get rejected at that point of control that I mentioned, and we're likely going to get a very deep corrective wave in the next coming weeks. However, what if we do get a drop right now? This is still very much available where we could see that fourth wave here extending and then get that fifth wave. I'm going to explain this scenario where we at here on the lower time frames. Now, if we were to see this as the top of the third wave, okay, because there are some micro counts that indicates that this could be the third wave, we can see here, all right, during the last few days, how we have created 1, 2, 3 waves right there. We are right now forming this wave, 2, and possibly 3, and this could be an ABC flat. If the price were to continue to the upside in between today and the next coming days to hit $38,000, this will be looking very three-wavy, 1, 2, 3, meaning that we could be in an ABC flat, and this would be looking something like this, where we have this move to the downside. We are still inside of the B wave, getting above the start of the A wave, which could be hitting that point of control, and then I would be looking for this move here to the downside. Now, this doesn't mean that the fifth wave has finished. This means that we are still inside of the fourth wave. So all of this will still be a fourth wave, and I would be expecting the fourth wave to bottom out somewhere around about this $34,000 range. And why do I say this? Because when we zoom out here and we do take a look here at the third wave, okay, starting from this bottom all the way to the highs, depending on where that high is created, we can see the 382 Fibonacci is sitting around about $33,900 if we were to get one more leg up. That level is extremely important. We do have an untapped daily level, okay? And there is a lot of liquidity sitting right over there, slightly beneath $34,000. So there could be a chance that we're going to sweep up all of that liquidity, getting all beneath here, these higher lows, as you can see on the chart. And that is very much a possibility. If this were to be the case, as we've had 3 waves down, we'll be having 3 waves up. I would be expecting 5 waves here to the downside. This will still be a fourth wave, and the price to bottom out here at some point just slightly beneath $34,000. The price action could be very, very fast, and it's probably going to be a wick, and then we're going to have continuation to the upside in the next coming weeks. So very crucial level, the daily level. We also have all of these lows, the bunch of liquidity sitting right there. And when we claim liquidity, when we do get that liquidity, it is usually a fast move. You claim it and then you get a significant bounce. I am paying attention. This is the zone 39,900 range where I'm very much interested in potentially getting into a long position. Now, this would still be part of the fourth wave, okay? If we were to come all the way up here above $38,000, I would be willing to look for a short position. Remember, I'm willing to get into the short as we do hit that point of control, okay, on the macro, which is 2021 and 2022 price action. Only as long as we are beneath the level, okay, we hit the level. I'm not interested in shorting if we are above the level. The moment we start rejecting from that level, I am interested to get into a nice swing short position to get all the way back down to $34,000 because they will still be having that massive liquidity there, okay? So pay attention to this possible scenario if we were to go all the way up there in the next coming days. I would be expecting a huge massive leg here to the downside because we do have 3 waves to the downside, possible 3 waves to the upside, and possible 5 waves to the downside right there to bottom out in a fourth wave to then get a huge massive rise. So short into a possible long here for the next coming days. However, this is only going to be valid if we start pumping right now in the next coming days without claiming this low over here. What happens if the price starts moving down from this point here to the lows of the range, $34,000, $33,900 area? Well, of course, we will still be in that fourth wave, in my opinion. Looking at this as 1, 2, 3, and then still here the fourth wave formation and looking for the fifth wave over here for the next coming days. So I would be still interested in looking for a long scenario at this level if we were to come down still in the fourth wave and looking for that bounce here in the fifth wave. So the most important level for me on the higher time frames is that $33,900. Not only because it's a daily level that hasn't been tapped, it is also the value area low from this trading range of the 24th of October till the 7th of November right over here. As you can see, the value area low is just sitting here at $34,000. So we got value area low, we got the daily, we got the massive liquidity, which will likely just have that dip, okay, beneath these higher lows to claim that liquidity, and then obviously looking for that significant bounce. Pay attention to $33,900 because I would be expecting here a huge major bounce where we can make some very nice profits. Pay attention to that level. This is basically the analysis in the higher time frames, okay? Big major support zone, clean of liquidity. We could still be in that fourth wave. If we go all the way up now, in the next coming days, I expect an ABC flat and then a rise. Okay, so I'm very much interested in shorting here. The rejection, only the rejection from the point of control here of the higher time frames 2021 and 2022. As long as we build above this point of control zone, I'm not interested in shorting. We need to hit the level and clearly get beneath the zone so I can get into a short and manage my risk with my stop losses above the high that is created. Something that I'm looking at here in the coming days, of course, in the shorter time frame, it is very confusing. We do have a lot of choppy action. We do have some resistance zones, such as the point of control from this range right over here, which is sitting around about 37,150. We could get a slight rejection here internally today. We're entering into the weekend, so we might be ranging here for the next coming days. So we got a nice level here of possible rejection, and we also have here the previous day value area low. This low, are we going to manage to break it? If we do manage to stay above this range, we do have a chance in bouncing or creating a swing failure pattern. If we start losing this level, it will not be looking good. I would be expecting the price to go to much lower levels. Now, that is going to be it for today, guys. Not much to be said here internally. Internally, we need to check out the CVD divergence. We're going to have to take a look at price action on the lower time frames. And if you do want that, you want to join the Legends community, that is where I post my updates every single day. You have a 10-day free trial, super easy to join in. Click on the link in the description, the first one, follow the steps. You need to sign up with the link in the description, deposit $100, trade with your $100 in one of these exchanges. And of course, you need to provide your UID so you can get that 10-day trial so you can check out what is going on in the Legends trading community. If you haven't checked out my Bybit tutorial to learn how to trade on that platform, check it out on the video. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.